Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a 5-piece French wardrobe challenge update. I wanted to talk you guys through the purchases that I've made so far now that I'm more than halfway through the challenge, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about the basic or essential pieces that I picked up, because I feel like this is one of those things that's quite often glossed over by people who are doing this challenge, and I do kind of feel like it's an important aspect as well. I have had a lot of questions on this challenge sort of asking me, well, does that mean you can just buy unlimited basics? Well, in theory, if you really wanted to, I suppose you could, but that's not really the, I guess, guiding principle behind why you are undertaking the challenge anyway. You're kind of supposed to just be working with a basic wardrobe, replacing things that are being worn out, or maybe picking up multiples of something if it's a piece that you'd wear all the time, and then supplementing it with more special expensive pieces. So what I'm going to do is start with the more expensive pieces that I picked up, and I'm not going to be doing cutaways in this video. However, if you want to see the more expensive pieces I picked up, then I would recommend watching my what I wear in a week video, as every single piece actually features in that video, and I'm going to link it down below and put it in the cards up here. And then also for my basics, most of them are in my unboxing video that I did recently, so I'll link that down below as well, just in case, as I do have some footage of me trying on everything. So I'm just gonna crack on and show you guys everything that I picked up. And the first thing that I wanted to talk about is from Lover, and I love Lover. It's one of my favorite brands, and I grabbed this navy skirt with a bit of a crisscross rope detail here with rivets. It's got pockets, which who doesn't love pockets, and it's also got a gold zipper at the back. This is an A-line style. I do have some photos of me wearing this, so I might just pop them in here just in case you guys are interested in seeing what this looks like on, but I just really felt like this is going to be one of those classic pieces that was going to complement everything in my wardrobe. But I do love the fact that it has these really special details on it, which I think makes it really unique. And this was probably, I want to say, around the $300 mark, so it's obviously a little bit more expensive, and that's part of the reason why I've included it as one of my 5 key pieces that I'm purchasing for autumn winter. So this next piece is probably one of my favorite purchases so far this year, and I think it's just because I was looking for something like this for so long, and sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. And when I stumbled across it, I just felt like it was perfect. It was everything I was looking for, and I really wasn't disappointed when I bought it. So it's an off-the-shoulder dress from Ruby, which is a New Zealand brand, and it kind of comes to maybe 2 inches above the knee, and then it has a tie waist detail. And the thing I like about this is that you can actually wear it with or without the tie at the waist, so it kind of gives you 2 different looks in a way, and this actually pairs really well with just a big old oversized cardigan over the top, which has been great because we've had a really mild autumn so far. Then the last key piece that I picked up is this cardigan, and it is from Country Road, and this is sort of like a mohair fabric, and it has this rolled over detail in the front, and it is super long. I've actually done a blog post on my 5-piece French wardrobe update, so I'll link that down below as well, because you can kind of see what this looks like on. I love this, and I'm really looking forward to getting some wear out of it once I start building kind of my winter wardrobe, or starting to pick what I'm going to be wearing over the winter season. So this is just going to be one of those really perfect pieces for that, and it's such good quality. I bought it during one of their spend and save, so it ended up only costing me about $150 as opposed to $200, and it reminds me a lot of the Acne Studios Raya cardigan, but without the really high price tag. So this was just one of those things that I couldn't pass up. And there's actually a terracotta colored one as well, which I've been eyeing up, but I just don't really think I can justify it. But yeah, so that is my 3rd purchase that I've made. Now, I have been thinking a little bit about the other pieces that I want to purchase for this season, and I'm really looking at buying a new pair of sandals. And the reason is because I'm going to be going away in about 5 weeks time, so I really want to make sure that I've got appropriate footwear. And I had a pair of sandals from Opening Ceremony. They are currently very sadly sitting underneath my roller wardrobe because I've ruined them completely. I've had them for about 3 years, and now the panel which sits over the front part of my foot, it has torn out, and so I really just don't think that they are worth repairing. I have just completely thrashed them. You know, I had to cut the straps off so they were just sling back, so I really need to find a replacement, and I have found some that I quite like. They're from ATP Atelier, I think is the name of the brand. I'll link the shoes that I'm looking at down below, but they're essentially a very similar style. They are a low-heeled sandal with a strap across the toes and then a strap around the ankle, and I just think they would be so comfortable for walking around in on my trip. I do prefer the way that low-heeled sandals look with my outfits, and I think it'll just be a really great piece to have in my wardrobe as well come summertime in Sydney. And then the other thing that I'm considering purchasing is a new handbag. And I know I recently got rid of a few of my designer handbags, but I have just been utterly obsessed with the Louis Vuitton Twice handbag, and I will pop a link to it down below. I just think it looks incredibly practical. I've actually come around to really love the monogram look on it, and I just think it'll be a great replacement for my Celine Trio, which, as you guys know, I had a couple of issues with the strap, so I ended up selling that one. I may end up cheating and buying something else on my trip away. I'm not really sure, but I really don't want to feel like I'm that restricted while I'm on holiday if I want to buy something. I actually don't have any plans to shop while I'm away, except for maybe one day or half a day while we're in New York. All the rest of the time we're going to be eating great food and exploring. I just don't really want to make it the focus of my trip. So I probably won't come home with anything, but I do want to give myself a free pass in case I do decide to buy something special. Now I'm going to jump onto my basics, and as I mentioned earlier, I did do a bit of an order from Everlane and also TheRealReal.com, which I actually opened in my unboxing video, and as I said, I did try everything on. And one of the things that I picked up were some linen t-shirts from Brandy Melville, and they look like this. And I kind of got them as a cheaper alternative to my Acne Studios linen tee because I absolutely love that. I have to say the quality of these is nowhere near as good as the Acne one. These actually feel kind of a bit cheap, so I was a little bit disappointed, but I guess that's kind of what you would expect when you're paying $24 US for something. But in saying that, they are really soft. I do like the style, and where they cut off on me, I did think they were going to be too short, but they're actually quite good, and I think that these might be great to take with me when I am traveling around America and Italy. I just think it'll be such an easy throw-on piece. So I got it in grey, and then I also got it in white as well, which if you're looking to buy this, it is so sheer, so I'm just going to warn you, probably a pretty lace bralette would look really great underneath that. And then I did an Everlane order, so I got a Pima stretch cotton tank. I also picked up one of their white muscle tanks, which I think is in my other wardrobe, and I forgot to pick it up. And then I also got, I've got so much stuff sitting here next to me, I also got this striped long sleeve top from Everlane, which I thought would be a great easy throw-on piece just when I want to have a more casual kind of an outfit. So I have to say I'm quite impressed with the quality of this. It feels really nice and thick and sturdy, and one of my viewers actually did say that theirs has worn really well, so that makes me feel like this is a really promising purchase. Then I have picked up a couple of things from TheRealReal.com. As you guys know, I really like shopping from there because you can get designer pieces for a bargain. I bought quite a lot of designer shoes from there, but you just have to be really careful that you are zooming in and checking the quality of the piece for yourself before you place an order, because sometimes the descriptions do not match the quality of the item that they're selling. But so the things that I picked up were this long sleeved striped top from T by Alexander Wang, which is a little bit sheer, but I really like it. I also got a navy and white striped mini dress that's in the wash, and then I got this wool flannel skirt, which is a sort of mini style pencil skirt from T by Alexander Wang as well. So you can see us having a little bit of an Alexander Wang moment. I love his stuff. I just think it is so easy, and it's just really quite classic as well. He's got some really interesting pieces, but then again, he's also got those really streamlined, just staple pieces that you should have in your wardrobe. Then the last piece I want to share with you guys, which is probably going to be a little bit controversial in terms of whether or not it really is basic, but for me, I think it is. And it falls underneath how much I would spend on this item typically, so I've decided not to include it. Hold on, I'm just gonna get this ready. Is this grey wrap mini skirt from Ruby, and this cost me about $150 or less, I think, with the exchange rate and everything. And I just find that this is one of those staple pieces. I mean, it's kind of like a little bit similar to this grey skirt here, except it has this really great wrap detail and a bow at the waist as well. And I used to have a ruby skirt very similar to this years ago. It was a black skirt with just a button closure. It didn't have a tie. I wore it all the time. It was a basic for me, and this kind of fulfills the exact same purpose, which is why I've decided to label it a basic and not one of my 5 key pieces. But I mean, you guys might have a different opinion, but that was just how I felt about it. So that was everything that I've kind of picked up. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. If you have any questions about the 5-piece French wardrobe challenge, do ask me in the comments down below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have, any concerns that you might have if you're planning on doing it yourself. But I do find that this is a really great way to help with reducing the amount that you're shopping and just really focus on building up your wardrobe and getting those really great pieces that are going to last a distance. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new and you want to see more from me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!